back, Pete Buttigieg. He may talk a good game about EVs and going green, but Fox News has learned he also racked up a whole lot of miles on private jets. Yeah, the transportation secretary has taken at least 18 flights on the taxpayer's dime. Well, he did signal his love for flying when he told Condé Nast, quote, "Planes are always the most magical ever since I was a little kid. There's nothing more remarkable than human beings being able to fly, so I've got a soft spot for it when it comes to my personal travel. Bicycles? A pretty strong runner-up." And we know he likes biking. Remember when we saw him pull one out of a gas-guzzling SUV last year? Oh, that was the absolute best. So, Rob, I would adore this hypocrisy if I didn't abhor it so much.
Yeah, you know, and it's just another example of the rules for thee, not for me. This is stuff that we see from the elites. So we saw it with Nancy Pelosi's blowout during the lockdowns. We saw it with Gavin Newsom's, was like a $50,000 dinner. But when it comes to Pete Buttigieg, you have to be clear and understand one thing. Pete Buttigieg wants nothing more than to be America's first gay president. That is what he wants. This is what drives every single thing that he does. He doesn't care about transportation, he doesn't care about any of this other stuff. And you made a very interesting point during the commercial break that all of this private jet travel, most of it was domestic, right? This stuff is not even international. You would think that somebody
go to Canada. I mean, that's international.
Canada. So you would think that he would be using some of this stuff to go to maybe WEF or something like that. But if this travel is all domestic, what is he doing if not sowing the seeds for potential 2024, 2028, or 2032?
Where he's going.
Yeah, with where he's going. Iowa, New Hampshire, all of these places.
Yep.
So this is basically sowing the seeds for a potential another campaign on the taxpayer's dime.
Yeah, and you know, there have been other cabinet secretaries who've had to resign for the exact same thing. Why does he get a pass?
He shouldn't. So the way this works in the government is that a cabinet secretary can't just say, I want a private plane, and it appears. There's an approval process. I think it goes through the White House as well. But I will tell you, for me, I think that there's two things that should be looked into. I think the IG at the Transportation Department should do an investigation, should look and see if it's justified, because it is raising red flags that he's going to early primary states. There was a whole Politico article about how he was the most wanted person on the campaign trail, even more than the vice president.
Did he write it?
I think so, probably. So you know there was clearly some political use. So you should not be using taxpayer-funded jets for political use. You shouldn't be using it for personal use.
Hear that,
The
Christopher
Republicans
Wray?
are going to have a transportation committee. They can open an investigation to this, as it was done in the Trump administration for Price and a few others. There's no reason why they can't investigate this.
And the Inspector General, I just wonder, what would he do about it?
Or she.
Yeah.
Or she.
So they would do
right.
a totally, bipartisan clean. They are politically appointed by a president, but they tend to be above the fray. They can open investigation and they just look at all the justifications and they can see what personal use, what political use, what because it looks like he was just an early states.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know how we're going to know? If he stops in South Carolina for a while.
Right.
Yeah,
Because that's where Biden
An
wants everything to
infrastructure
start.
project.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll find some business there.
Well, it is quite a transportation hub. So here's my feeling, and these are my personal feelings. I have to put that warning out there. Anyone who is telling us that we have to have personal austerity in order to fight climate change, and I'm putting the John Kerrys, the Pete Buttigiegs, and the Meghan and Harrys in this basket of deplorables. So if they're the ones who are telling us that no matter what happens in the future, maybe no skyscrapers, maybe no planes, we all have to go vegan. So shouldn't anyone who espouses that hyper-moralism in terms of environmentalism, shouldn't they be the ones who have to live the most stringent lives in terms of keeping themselves from enjoying luxuries like private plane travel?
Of course, walk the walk, man. You want to strap yourself to a tree and prevent that being cut down? I better see you writing on a brick. It is ridiculous to me that our tax dollars are funding for someone to travel international lightly to Canada to pick up an award for advancing LGBTQ rights. Why then wouldn't you, in your symbolism of advancement, take a commercial airline? I do. Most of us are delayed half the time. I walk to work, and then I sit at the gate and count the minutes while I'm delayed 3 hours, for whatever flight I'm taking that I purchased myself to go somewhere to visit my family or collect some type of award. So the notion that his holier-than-thou-ness is costing me, that's what I can't take. So I agree. I hope that IG investigates, because I would love for my tax dollars to stop paying for their hypocrisy.
Yeah, I think he should have to ride his bicycle all across the country.
That's right.
I think
Then
that
we'd
is
see
that's
pictures
right.
of it for forever.
With no goggles.
I'm such a good,
Goggleless.
I'm better than you. I'm Pete Buttigieg.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.